I've just lost 1.7 million worth of funding, 22k payout stuck. It's not looking so fun for the prop firm industry right now. But anyway, in today's video, what I'm going to be doing, showing you something super transparent, is going to go through my FTMO account and my funded engineer account. So if you haven't already seen, I basically made a post and I share everything transparently. If I win, I share. If I lose, I share. I feel like why does the social media make such a big thing about if people fail, or like even when I fail, people are like, oh my god, I'm so happy you're transparent, or like when you win, it's just like, I'm really happy for you. But either way, it's just part of the journey, it's part of the process, right? There's no one in the world that wins 100% and there's no one in the world that loses 100%. So I guess that's why it's refreshing. Let's make the movement, let's stay positive, and let's go with today's video showing you how I lost, I know it's not how I made, but how I lost 400k with FTMO and 300k with funded engineer. There were a lot of mistakes that I made, a lot of things that I actually lost 1.7 million. That's crazy. I didn't even do it until I did the breakdown. And this is 400k with FTMO, 400k with SFT, which is 800k, 400k with TFT, which is 1.2 million, 300k with funded engineer, 1.5 million, and then 200k with Alpha Capital Group. Now, obviously SFT and TFT, that was because they've stopped kind of working or operating. But with ACG, FTMO, and funded engineer, I just want to lose it streak. But I just wanted to update that. So let's get back into the video. I'm gonna stay accountable for, and a lot of reasons why I think this video is imperative for you guys to watch the whole thing, because the mistakes were on me, the problems on me, the reason why I failed is on me, and I'll hold my hands up and stay accountable. However, for the 22k payout not coming from TFT and SFE, that's not on me. But like I say, control the controllable, don't focus on the uncontrollable. I can control my emotions, I can't force them to pay me out. TFT have basically released a statement saying they're basically holding on their operations. I've got a whole video on that, so if you want to go and check that out, go check that out. And then SFT are part of Eastern, who are also basically the owners of TFT, which is such a shame, and it is frustrating. I love the guys, obviously Omar, Riz and Paladin, but still, you know, to have all my payouts just stuck and fucked is not the best look, and it's not the best fun for me. So, and I'm an honest guy, so I say what I want, do what I want, and be what I want. Anyway, let's get to the video and see how I fucked up. Right, so this is my FTMO dashboard. Look how beautiful this equity curve is. It's just negative, negative. And you know what? There's actually, let me just start off with a quick little tip. And one thing I've realized from my own journal, my own thing, is when I have a big loss on my first trading day when I get my account back. So on this, I actually had a 16k payout. After the 16k payout, I got my refund, and then I got a fresh account. Now the problem is I approached this by thinking, oh, this account's risk-free now. And because I had that mentality, I already set myself up for failure. And that's where I went wrong. And where I went wrong was because, look, I ended up just losing 20k, literally, which was 4%, just over 4% on this 400k account. Close to even 5 or 10% overall, 5%, sorry. And doing that, I ended up doing exactly the same thing the day after by over trading, over risking, and honestly not taking the account more serious enough. And I find that this is a trait that I've had in the past. And when I have this trait in the past is basically when I don't respect the account. That's the truth. Like there's no sugarcoating, there's no nothing. It's just when I do not respect the account, when I'm full port in it, either trying to make a stupid amount of return or doing something. Yes, this could have gone the other way, but this is a prime example of this failing or gone the other way. So me actually failing. So then you can see I was trying to save the account time and time again. I just did a terrible job of it, and then ended up just blowing this account by hitting the maximum loss limit of minus 40k. Now, what I wanted to talk about and what I want to kind of explain to you on the first thing is when the first trade or the first trading day is losing this big, it's incredibly hard to come back from this. It's incredibly hard to come back from this because you've already set yourself up in such a bad position, which is why you should be doing lower trades, lower risk, and lower days. And this is, look, there's no excuse for it. It's just bad trading. This is my bad trading, and this is really good for you guys to see from a video perspective. It's like, okay, well, like Dan makes hella payouts, but he also can he can be stupid and make mistakes like this. Like, that's fine. I don't really, like, for the people who goes, oh my god, see, I told you so. Like, you got told so what? There's nothing you can tell you told you so. I'm still net up. I'm still net up overall. I'm still human. I make mistakes. It's kind of trying to say someone's perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. No one's perfect. And that's why I want to make this video, to make you understand that no one is perfect and not everything is as you it seems. It's not in the sense that Dan would never make a mistake, and nor is it Dan always makes mistakes. It's a happy medium. I'm in the middle. you know, the yin and the yang. And that's exactly the same for you. So anyway, long story short, I ended up fucking myself in the long run. And that's exactly also what happened with the funded engineer account. So with the funded engineer account, this was a lot worse for me, I would say, because the problem with the funded engineer account, I was already in drawdown, but by the time they gave me the account, and what happened was I was pretty much like minus, I think, 2 or 3%, and they were giving out an extra 1% anyway. Now what's really good about this is I did hold this account for a very, 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 very long time. I was in drawdown for a very long time. You can see I was just going on to a losing streak at the start. All the trades were at a very, very good, you know, P&L. You know, there's nothing really exaggerating in terms of losses. There were no major loss days. I just basically had a huge losing period and was just not able to crawl back from it, which is fine. I think this account was just a lot more better represented of, this is a losing streak, this is just a losing period, and this is just what I have to deal with it. So that was the funded engineer one, and now I'm just going to quickly talk to you of some overall ideas and some basics. So the point of this video is to show you that we all win some, you lose some, and I think it's a good reset, because do you know what the most frustrating about all of this is I lost funding with the companies that would have paid me out. And then I decided I got payouts from SFT and TFT who are not going to pay me the 22k. So not only did I lose 700k worth of funding with good reputable firms, I ended up getting payouts with 2 firms, which one of them have now ceased operations, which the second firm is most likely going to cease operations as well. So it's not looking good, bro. It's not looking good. That's part of the concept. But what I do want to share is my mentality. And my mentality is this. Listen, I can sit here, cry, I can moan about it. I can sit on Twitter and moan about TFT and SFT. I can even moan about the situation and moan about all sorts of stuff. I wish I kind of did FTMO better or whatever. Who cares? But the point is, it is what it is. That's our favorite saying in the UK, right? And it's the truth, and it's something that we must hold accountable as men, and fuck the victim mentality. So the question is, rather than why me is a good one, is start with why not me. So okay, cool, I've lost 700k, lost 22k, but the point is, at least I made 22k, and at least I got 2.1 million funded. I still have 200k with Alpha Capital, 200k SFT, 200k with TFT. Okay, they're probably gonna go. I still got 200k with TFF, so I've still got 400k left in funding, and I can still get another 700k back as well. I've actually found out that I've got more challenges sitting there that I just haven't traded yet, so I'll just go and trade those. I'll just buy some more challenges, I'll get more funding, and what I've learned is a few things. Number one, make sure that the first trade, if I'm going to secure a payout, is there. If I lose, make sure I keep those losses minimal at the start. I need to create a buffer. What I also am going to do with FTMO is leave more money sitting in that account so it's built up. I'm also going to start building my personal account. I am also going to keep more rotation. So this is the first time I put both 200k accounts together, and I don't like it. I don't like the idea of all of my eggs in one basket. I don't like the idea now I've lost 400k, I've lost all of my FTMO. Whereas if I had two 200ks, I would have just lost one and then traded the other one for a payout. That would have made 10 times more sense. And that's where I talk about rotation, which is one of the biggest things that I advocate when it comes to funded companies. Now listen, just to summarize this, and I've said this in other videos, yes, prop firms are looking shit at the moment. I'm going to pick up the camera. Yes, prop firms are looking shit at the moment. Yes, the whole situation is looking dire and it's not great, but at the end of the day, this is a great opportunity still to become financially free. With as little as a 50k account, which costs you $200, you make, I don't know, 5% on that. It's $2,000. That's still a 10 times, or a 10x of your investment, which can take everything to the next level. If you make $2,000 consistently a month, that is your salary. So focus on the pros, focus on yourself, focus on winning, and focus on becoming the best version of you, because the opportunity is there, and we just got to filter out the noise. And that's how winners move. Own lane, own path. Me versus me, you versus you. The noise. These fuckers as well. I'm not giving them my payouts. See you in the next video. Peace.